Greetings, greetings. Hope everybody is well, and I hope that you are swell. Welcome to the new season of the Skill Issue Podcast. I'm Royal,
And on metal.
and today we're going to be looking into gaming news. It's something that we haven't done, and we're going to test the waters. Now, you're probably thinking, guys, it's been a couple of months. Where have you been? I ain't gonna lie, I thought we was gonna pack this in. It's been that long. But yeah, no, we're gonna keep going and see how far I can take us, and hopefully we can hit 100 subs. That'd
Yeah.
be bloody amazing.
I mean, it's good to have a break now and again, you know what I mean? Again,
Oh
this
yeah,
is just like a little hobby we do. It's not like,
yeah,
if it was our job, obviously we probably wouldn't take that much time of a break, but in the
yeah.
day, it's just a hobby, so we can sort of do it when we want. That's the beauty of it.
It is. It is self-employed.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, so obviously, I hope everyone's been well. Last time we saw you was when we were discussing Resident Evil Requiem.
Hmm.
Let us know in the comments below if you still think this game is top tier. I still find it S tier. It's absolutely amazing. But I do have some comments about the DLC. But anyway,
Mm.
right. So, first topic of today. So, rumor has it that Capcom Insider reveals plans for the Devil May Cry remake, Resident Evil 10, and more. Now, I love Devil May Cry. I think that was my proper first introduction into Capcom. Potentially, it was either going to be the original Resident Evil or Devil May Cry.
Mm.
Because I can still remember my first Resident Evil I played was Code Veronica, but I had the unique case where it came with a demo
Mm.
of Devil May Cry. I think it was the first one, and I remember playing it, and I didn't get very far. But it was a really cool concept because obviously Devil May Cry was supposed to be Resi 4.
I think so, along those lines. Like,
Yeah,
I think I've heard saying like something similar. It's supposed to like the gameplay was supposed to be a bit different or something like that.
yeah. But I think it would be a really nice touch because Dante, he is a really cool, slick character.
Mm.
He's got more cheesy lines than Leon, I would say. And yeah, overall he's a badass. But I think it would be nice to have a remake because those games, especially the older ones, they've been out for yonks.
Yeah. It's about like, again, like since Capcom's had so much success, especially like rebooting a lot of the Resident Evils, and obviously the success with Requiem and that, like why not? Like
Yeah,
again, like I've never actually personally played Devil May Cry. I knows about it obviously. I
yeah,
just never played it, and it is on my to do list to play. Like eventually I will play it, but if there's going to be remakes, I probably might just wait for the remakes,
yeah.
then play them. But we'll see. But like people love Devil May Cry. Like I didn't realize how much the fan base, like how big the fan base was for Devil May Cry. And
Oh yeah.
from like what I've heard, like people love 1 and 3, or was it the second one, two, and the third one people don't like?
Oh, I know people love the first two
Yeah, I
because
think
I
I
love the
think it's the
first two.
third one. Everyone's like you can pretty much
Mm,
skip it because it's not that good. Then I don't know
yeah,
about like the recent Devil May Cry's like 4 and 5. I'm not 100% sure, but
yeah.
it'd be
Apparently, the newer one the newest one that came
mm,
out had really good reception. But I haven't played it yet.
no. Again, it'd be good. Why not? Why not bring Devil May Cry? Because it is a legendary series. Like I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of Devil May Cry at this
Hmm.
point. And again, I actually will play the originals for the remakes, and then I can compare it.
Yeah,
Because again, you don't want to sort of play the remakes before playing the originals. Because
yeah.
again, like I know like they're old. Don't get me wrong, but they're not in the sense of like Resi One old. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, no.
They're still like very playable in this modern age, should we say?
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah. Yeah, because with Devil May Cry, I think it came out on the PlayStation 2
yeah,
compared to like the original Resident Evil that came out on the PS1. So the controls and the graphics were kind of primitive to a
mm,
certain degree. But yeah, like I did a stream with Devil May Cry and I really enjoyed it. It's not an easy game at all.
no,
It's far from it. But yeah, it's definitely playable.
that's what they need to keep as well. Like if they do, okay, I just imagine people like fans of the series will probably agree. They need to keep it true as possible. Like keep it true as possible and do like somewhat these other remakes did, like Resident Evil 2. Just add little bits and pieces. Like you don't have to change the entire thing, like Resident Evil 3. Like you don't need to do that. No one wants
Yeah.
that. You just want the original, which is just a sprinkle, like some sprinkles on it. You know, just add that little again, like say Dead Space. Dead Space 1, one of the best. I'd say probably one of the best horror games ever made. And they've done the remake, kept true to it, and just added like side missions which were in the original.
Yeah.
And it gave you the option to, oh, do you want to go and do this? It gives you an extra like 5 to 10 hours worth of gameplay. Go and do all this, and you get other bits and pieces. So that's what they need to do, because the benchmark for a terrible remake is Resident Evil 3. Sadly, it's a shame it didn't,
Yeah.
live up to its thing. So as long as they do better than that, hopefully they do better than that. Because I'm guessing it's probably going to be a different team within Capcom doing it. I don't know if it will be, like, say, the Resident Evil team doing the Devil May Cry remakes, because again, they're probably going to be busy doing Resident Evil 10. And also you got Resident Evil Zero remake and Code Veronica remake coming out in the next couple of years. So
Yeah.
this don't Resident Evil 3 it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be good.
No.
Because like the one thing with Devil May Cry is, regardless on which one it is, they have kept to the original formula. So they've kept it in like it's a weird sort of hack and slash thing, because it's not first person, it's not third person, it's like a 3D but a 2D sort of. It's really weird, but the aim with Devil May Cry is to get style points, so you literally just kill stuff in the most creative way you can. And from like gameplay I've seen of Devil May Cry 5, 4, and so on and so forth, it's always been the same formula, same type of hack and slash game style that they do, and it is unique to them. And even if they just kept to that, just graphically improve it, because it is quite primitive compared to games nowadays. I think you would hit a home run. Like, even if you didn't change anything, just the graphics. Ace.
And as well as like, when do you ever see games like Devil May Cry now, that sort of like play style, like now these days? Like
Never.
you don't ever see that again. So if they like nail it on the head, they could sort of like revive that type of gameplay, where it is like hack and slash, and then again it's not like a serious game, is it? Because again, like you said, Dante cracking jokes, it's a bit like Leon-esque.
Yeah.
So it'd be, because as well, if this does well, they might even consider doing like a Dino Crisis remake at some point.
That would be cool.
Because they did release it on Steam. I think that was like the little tester to see if people really wanted to see Dino Crisis again. Personally, I would love to see Dino Crisis again. I played it many years ago when I had hair. So, and the second one, I can't remember if there's a third. I only played the 2. There might be a third Dino Crisis, but it's basically Resident Evil with dinosaurs, but I'd say it's a lot harder than Resident Evil to play. For one, the dinosaurs are quite tough and they're fast.
Yeah.
And some of the puzzles and that can be a bit tricky, but it'd be good to see that be brought back, and then Capcom can sort of just go around and rebooting things, because it seems that like that's like the way to do it these days. Like, again, a lot of original games, like some of the ones we're going to talk about, don't really do that well anymore.
No.
It seems like if you can just reboot a game that was done 20 years ago, you can hit a home run. Hence Capcom with like Resi 2, Resi 4, you know what I mean? Millions out of that. And brung in so many more new fans to that series. And they can do that with Devil May Cry. If they just go, bang, here you go, you could bring in maybe another million new fans.
Yeah.
But you just got to not, again, Resident Evil 3.
Resi 3.
You got to Resi 4 remake it, you know what I mean? Resi 2 remake it. You got to hit that bar. That's the problem with Capcom now. They've set a bar so high with the remakes. Like, they can't really fall short on it now.
No. And like, because even if they did, let's say, fall short, it would still bring in like new players, new fans in. But for the people that are diehard
Yeah.
Devil May Cry fans, it will upset them.
Yep.
And with any sort of product that you buy and you have an expectation, if it doesn't meet that expectation, you're gonna let your voice be heard. Like with Requiem, the first thing I did as soon as I completed the game, I just thought I have to write a review on this
Mm.
because it was just too good. But same goes for Devil May Cry. Like I'm not a massive die-hard fan for Devil May Cry. I love the games, but I'm not like compared to Resident Evil, I'm not that in
Mm.
deep with it. But I would be disappointed if they completely butcher the
Yeah.
originals. Um, but yeah, but it's like the thing though with business. If you're gonna re-release a product in a much better state and it's gonna bring in fans, it's gonna cause a domino effect within your other products. So you're gonna bring people in from the Devil May Cry
Yeah.
that may have never even played Resident Evil.
Mm.
They're gonna go, Jesus! If Capcom can do this with Devil May Cry, I'm gonna see what other remakes they've done and see what
Yeah.
that's like.
Yeah. No, 100%. Because again, like you said, it's got a domino effect, and no, vice versa. Resident Evil fans now, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
some of these newer ones, they think, "Oh, Capcom's doing Devil May Cry," and you think, you know what? They've done really good in the past, so why not give this a go?
yeah,
So it just again just putting that passion into it and not just trying to chuck it out again. I know I mentioned this be the fourth time now, Resident Evil 3.
Mm.
Like it just
It was
that
very disappointing.
it, again we've talked about this before, so I ain't gonna drone on about it for too long. But like it just goes to show like a difference between just showing a bit of passion and this than a team's going, oh here you go, just get it out.
Yeah,
Because it was clear like they just wanted Resi 3 to come out. Like it should have been a DLC, basically. Like that shouldn't have been a full release of game in that state. It should
no,
have been a DLC for Resi 2, basically.
yeah.
So well, yeah, I ain't gonna go too much into Resi 3. It's might be
No.
here for an hour, but just hopefully, like, again, they just don't screw it up and just show a bit of passion, throw a bit of money into
Yeah.
it. Then it's just gonna come back to you.
Yeah, no, exactly. Um, Obviously Resident Evil 10 as well.
Mm.
That was going to be in the works as soon as
Yeah.
Resident 9 was released. Um, I am curious on where they're going to go now because they've done the whole Leon thing. So will they go back to Chris?
Well,
Will they go to
there was an
Claire, Jill?
image I did see. Again, it might be just be a fan one that said like Resident Evil 10, like the X, and it looked like Ada.
Oh, right, okay.
But again, that might be just be a fan made one. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't be opposed of Ada being a main character. Like
Well, we've
throughout,
never had that.
no, like throughout the whole game. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
wouldn't actually be opposed because they could set it as why Resi 9's happening. Because obviously Ada is not in Resi 9.
No.
So they can say, right, the reason she wasn't in it is because this was happening. And then
Yeah.
this then could tie into Resi 11 because no doubt there's Resident Evil's probably going to go into like Resi 16 or something, and that Chris is going to be in a wheelchair or something like that. But I wouldn't be opposed to that at all.
Yeah.
Then
No, not me either.
then same Resi 9, you can bring Leon back, maybe Grace. So that's the one thing I'm afraid of, that they're not going to use Grace again because they do have a history
Yeah.
of leaving good characters out. So
Yeah, Claire, Sheva.
Sheva. Jill's not been in a playable main line since 19.
Nemesis.
Was that 1999? I believe that come out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
almost 30 years. Jill Valentine has not been a playable character in the mainline series.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, she's been in side games like Revelations and blah 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 blah. But
It's just all the same.
no, it's not the same. You want Jill Valentine. So hopefully Jill comes back, but we'll have to see for Resi 10 and see where they go
Yeah.
with it. Because now, again, Capcom again has set a bar again high.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, for Resi 7, Resi 8, that bar went down a lot for me. Because it didn't progress the story. All it did was link at the end of Resi 8 in a very weak way. That was Spencer met Mother Miranda years ago, and she aspired him to make Umbrella. So
Yeah.
7 and 8 again shouldn't have been mainline games. I said this before. They should have been
Yeah.
side games, perfectly fine. And then Resi 9 could have been Resi 7. You know what I mean? Then so forth, so forth, so forth. But hopefully, Resi 10 again they hit that bar,
Yeah.
or even go
I
past it again.
Yeah, I would love, like, I would be satisfied if they just hit the bar.
Mm.
Like Requiem's bar. I would be so happy with that. If they could surpass it, then even better.
Mm.
Um, but with Ada, yeah, I think that would be an interesting thing. But for me, I would just love to see Claire or Jill again, because the original four is Claire, Jill, Chris, Leon. That's the original four. And then you got the little side characters that belong to the main lines.
Mm.
You got like Ada with Leon. Chris has been with everyone. He's a bit of a slut like that.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
But I would love to see Clay and Jill. I would
Yeah.
love to see that.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think
yeah,
they
I
go
do
on
hope
on the demand of the characters, because obviously Leon
yeah,
is omega popular. And again, like Jill, I don't know how popular Jill is really. Because like, again, like Jill's my favourite, but compare Jill to Leon or say Chris, like those two are probably way ahead than Jill Valentine. So that's probably why she
yeah,
ain't been seen as much in the main line. Same as Claire. Probably that's
yeah,
why she ain't been in the main line, because they want to go on who's going to sell the game.
yeah,
Obviously, they could put Leon in anything. You know what I mean? They could put him in a dating sim, which would probably sell millions. But
yeah, yeah. They would.
so again, I'm with you. Hopefully, they bring Jill back. Even and
Yeah,
Grace again. Grace needs to come back. Even like
she's too good.
maybe not even like a playable character.
Like a cameo sort of
Yeah,
thing.
like come in from the side and like, she shows appearance, and maybe she'll help. I don't know. So she comes back in Resi 11. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
helps Leon or something like that. And again, when they bring Sherry back as
Hmm.
well, even though she's not a playable character, but she's in the game enough to know. Oh yeah, I mean it was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
so they just come back into the game, and
Yeah.
because again, you just don't want those characters to just disappear, like Sheva. Like Sheva just disappeared, never to be seen again. So
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing with Grace. The voice actress, the character itself, it's just too good. And I don't know if you saw, they did like a Game Awards, and you had the
yeah,
voice actress of Grace and voice actor of Leon, and he goes, "I just want to say you were amazing in Requiem," and she just taps into Grace and she goes, "Thank
yeah,
you."
yeah,
And she can just do it just on the
yeah.
spot, and like that's pure talent.
And as well with say Devil May Cry remakes, one of the most important things is going to be Dante's voice actor.
Oh yes,
That's going to be
yes,
one probably the most important thing, because if they do not nail that voice actor, oh, it's going to be bad.
yeah,
Because he's just one of those characters where he does need that sort of unique voice. You know what I mean? That sort of like quirky, like cocky sort of voice that'll go with him.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You
yeah.
can't have like say Christopher Judge, who played
No,
Kratos, play him. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
You just need.
yeah.
That's what makes these characters so good. Like Leon's voice actor is so good that you couldn't imagine another voice actor doing Leon.
No,
If they got a new voice actor for Leon, like, everyone would go crazy, everyone would go mad.
hmm
Same as Grace, so you couldn't have another voice actor now play Grace.
no.
And again, they've done it with Ada, where they changed the voice actor from 2 and 4. Personally, I liked them both. I didn't
Yeah, I
mind.
like them both.
A lot of people didn't like the Resi 4 one. They hated it. They wanted the second one back. So
I thought they were both good.
yeah, I thought that was both good. To be honest, to me, it wouldn't bother me too much if either one of them come back in the future, because no
Yeah,
doubt Ada will turn up at some point in
yeah,
the future. It wouldn't bother me in the slightest. But some people obviously are adamant, like, no, this has to be the voice actor.
yeah. I am going to bring this up because we're sort of on the
Oh
topic of
yeah,
Resident Evil. The DLC
yeah.
that got very recently released with Requiem.
Mm.
So Leon must die forever. Now I was expecting Mercenaries mode. I thought that would be really cool. With this DLC, it's the exact same as Ethan must die. I found it extremely lackluster. I ain't gonna lie. I was very disappointed. because within the first 5-10 minutes, you've seen what the DLC
Yeah.
offers you. You're going through the campaign again, not fully, but on like certain stages, and you just have to kill as many zombies as you can, get the awards, level up, and then move on to the next thing. I I don't find that entertaining. If they had an actual mercenaries mode like they did have from Resi 4, I would be more than happy with that. That was great. That was
Yeah.
good. Just killing everything in sight, having fun with it. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. But yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, look, I didn't actually play it, but I'll see some footage on it, and I agree. Like they should just bring mercenaries in. Like it's nice them trying something a little bit different, but again, just bring mercenaries in. People love mercenaries, so.
Yeah,
But at least it was free, and they didn't charge for it, so that's the plus
yeah,
side. They didn't go, oh, here's a fiver for this. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. At
but
least it is free, but yeah, it's still.
because apparently there's supposed to be an actual DLC coming out for Requiem sometime in the future,
Yeah,
so hopefully that's good.
yeah. Hopefully that's good. I don't know what it could be though, because
It's
some people are saying it could be a point of view from Melissa. No, not Melissa. Is it Melissa? The mum?
Alyssa, yeah, Alyssa,
Alyssa, yeah.
yeah.
Or it could be potentially Ada, but I don't think it would be Ada. Um, but yeah. I'm looking forward to the actual proper DLC that adds to the story. But just for me, this Leon Must Die it's not worth playing, to be honest with you. But that's my opinion.
And I just want to say, if you hear any loud bangs, there's currently a thunderstorm happening.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh right,
it's
okay.
literally just happened. So,
Oh, fair. We did have hail earlier today, and I got battered.
so if Sue strikes me now, he knows what it's no lie.
Oh, metal's now becoming Thor.
I need hair for
Right.
that.
Um, right. So, which topic should we move on to next?
What about Sony?
So, oh yes. Right. Okay. So, Sony has reported that they have lost $765 million due to the underperformance of Marathon. Obviously, the developer was Bungie. Oh, 765
Yeah,
million.
yeah,
Like, I know Sony is like a multi-billion company, but that's gonna hit.
yeah. That's not a small chunk of change, is it? You know what I
No.
mean? I'm actually surprised it's that much. Like, what did they spend on?
I don't even know.
The company parties or something, and the pre-packed sandwiches. That is a that is ridiculous. Because that's the thing as well. Because Marathon, for people that don't know, it's a extraction shooter. It's a bit like say
Yeah.
Tarkov in a sense, and really, extraction shooters are not ultraly that popular. Really,
No.
in the sense
Well,
of
no.
other games, they're not that popular. Even like Tarkov itself is not like ultraly popular. The only one you
Yeah.
could probably say was Arc Raiders. That's probably the biggest extraction shooter like ever been released and have that much. Maybe Tarkov back in the day, maybe, but it just again Marathon coming out roughly the same as like again trying to compete with Arc Raiders
Yeah.
as well. And I checked this morning actually how many players were playing on Steam and Marathon, and it was only just about 3,000.
Jesus
So
Christ. Dead by Daylight has more than that.
yeah, even Arc Raiders still has the. I think I've checked again this morning. It was like up to 70,000. So
Bloody hell.
like it's just. I think it can't just be Marathon though, because again like Destiny 2.
I think it's linked with Destiny
Yeah,
as
because
well, yeah.
that's been doing terrible. It recorded its lowest player population in a long time. The other week, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that's got to be mixed in as well. Because I can't see him losing nearly 800 million on Marathon alone.
Yeah, because with Bungie, they've done so they're doing like a triple game release. So they did Concord, and that did abysmal. They've done Marathon now, but the reception hasn't been bad, but it hasn't been good
No.
either. It's just like it's okay. It's
Mm.
it's an okay game. But yeah, so the news article says the PlayStation owner bought Bungie, the original creator of Halo, again one of the best games ever made, in earlier 2022 in a deal valued at 3.6 billion. However, the studio has struggled financially since then, with Destiny 2 failing to do business and its
Mm.
new game Marathon having a hard time to break out. So during the financial year ending in March 31st, 2026, Sony's Game and Network Services, segment of which PlayStation is part, suffered a 120 billion yen, which is approximately $176 million, loss against Bungie's assets. So Sony has reported that they have lost $204 million due to Destiny 2's underperformance, and and another $565 million loss in payment due charge, which is during the fourth quarter due to Concord and Marathon.
Yeah. I mean, that Concord just like instantly died. Like,
Yeah, it was like an Overwatch from Timu.
yeah, it just like insta before you even released it was already dead. You know what I mean? Like, no
Yeah,
surprise they've lost all that money now. Because again, it's a shame these days because most new games, I'll probably say even 90% of new games, especially like live service ones, die instantly.
yeah,
Like it is very rare now that you get a live service game that actually sticks and lasts. Like again, like what's that? High Guard, I think it was.
oh yeah,
High Guard, dead. What was the other
yeah,
one? Frag Punk was sort of like Valorant
oh yeah,
esque with like little bits and pieces to it. Died. You know what I mean? It's just because again they're trying to compete with say like your Arc Raiders, your Apex Legends, your Fortnite games that have been stable for years and have had such
yeah,
a solid fan base. Like, people like say like Apex Legends is a dead game.
yeah,
Again, I checked this morning, and there's still about 300,000 people play it just on Steam. That ain't no dead game. You know what I mean? That's no
yeah,
dead game. I mean, maybe in the streaming space it might be a bit dead, but that's like streaming and actual like commercials, two different things. A lot of people that play the
yeah,
game don't watch streams. You know what I mean? Some
yeah,
people just like come on from work, just play the game, go to bed. They don't like turn on the stream most of the time. But
yeah.
I'm
Like,
surprised that Sony are sort of like allowed marathons still be up,
yeah,
and
well,
even
that's the
Destiny
thing. So,
2.
yeah, well, yeah, especially with Destiny. But apparently, there's an update coming for Marathon in June, and that could literally either be like just like an update for the game, or it could just be an update to say we're going to kill the
Yeah.
servers within 3 weeks.
Because it'll have to be one heck of an update to recover that much money. They
Mm,
need to like quadruple even more of the player base and get them to
yeah,
spend money. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I don't know if Marathon if there's microtransactions. There's probably is.
I don't
There's
know.
probably
Yeah,
skins and that. That's like every game these days. So like they got to do a miracle to bring that game back. Which
yeah.
I I can't remember a game having that much lower of a player base just coming back to life.
No. Well, to give you a perfect example, so currently, as we speak, Marathon has got just over 8,000 players playing at the
Mm,
moment. Resident Evil Requiem, that's been out for 3 months and is not PvP,
no,
is a story based game, has currently got just shy of 10,000.
yeah, yeah. It's such a shame because Bungie, like, again, is like a legendary studio. Because
They
again,
have.
they made Halo. You know what I mean, Halo. Like, I'll still say to this day, Halo 3 is one of the best multiplayer games, like online multiplayer game ever done.
Hmm.
Like, it was like peak. Halo 3 multiplayer was so good. And there were so many different options, so many different game modes to play. Like, it was endless. I mean, because
Yeah.
I never actually had an Xbox. My mate had one, and I went round there. He showed me Halo. I can always remember my first game. I was playing Team Snipers on. I forget the map name, but it's floating in the air, and it's like all these platforms. It goes around in a
Oh
square,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's got like the tower and that. I forget the name. Probably someone can know in the comments. But I played it because I've always sort of been good at shooters anyway. And in my first game, I've done 15 and I got a perfection. And
Mm.
these brothers, I always remember him saying to me, "I've been going for that for years. I've never got it, and you got it in your first game." And I was just like,
It was just so good.
"Yeah, that's when I didn't have a skill issue, but now I'm here because I've got a skill issue now." So
But bunch.
there you go.
And I loved Halo. Like my favorite Halos were 1 and 2.
Yeah, look again the campaigns as well. It wasn't just the multiplayer. The
Phenomenal.
campaigns, solid, absolutely brilliant. Like again, if you never actually played through the Halo campaign, it's so good. Like we go against the flood, and I think it was in the library. I think
Mm.
the level's called like insane all the way through. Even like I'll say like Halo Reach was because Halo Reach is like the prequel to Halo 1 because that's when you've seen the Pillar of Autumn getting launched
Yeah,
and all that fun stuff. Then obviously goes Halo 1, 2, and 3, and you got ODST, which is like it was all right. You just played a normal shot trooper,
yeah.
but like Halo 1 to 3, it was like peak gaming back in the day. Like
Yeah.
literally didn't get much better than that. I don't think at the time there was a better game than Halo
No,
at that time.
no, no. Because I think like even Rockstar was up and coming, but Halo was the king.
Yeah.
I can remember being a kid and walking through town, and you used to have a gaming store called Game.
Mm,
And it would just be plastered with
everywhere, yeah.
posters of Master Chief. You'd have life-size cutouts of Master Chief, and it was just everywhere, and everyone wanted to be Master Chief. But yeah, the gameplay, the story, the multiplayer, like even they had multiplayer back on the original Xbox for
Yeah.
the first first two Halos. Obviously, it was more like LAN to LAN
Mm,
connection, but it was still amazing.
amazing, yeah. Yeah. I always remember because me and my mate always used to play Team SWAT.
Mm,
And like that's when, for people who don't know what Team SWAT was, it was basically like you had to get headshots. If you didn't get headshots, so you can kill someone in the body, but it took like 7 shots. Like, it took ages. You always had to go for headshots, and that was our favourite game mode because it was like more action skill based.
yeah,
Like we loved that. And it was just like you had team sumos where you'd be on the warthogs and you'll be on platforms. And you had to
yeah.
drive into the arena and you had grav hammers and you had to try and
Gravity hammers, yeah,
knock each other off of the
yeah.
platforms. And that other game, I forget the thing, but one of you's got like a ball. And you got to try and keep hold of it as much as you can. Everyone else is coming at you with grav hammers.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name of it now because again, it's been nearly 20 years or so since I last
It's
played
not
it.
like it's not like Spike Ball or something.
It was something like that, and then like you could obviously punch them, and I think if you had the ball, you had a bit more health, if I remember correctly. Because I think they had like grav hammers or like zombies on Halo.
Yeah,
Like obviously some of you would be like normal Spartans, and some of you would actually be zombies, and you have plasma swords, and you had to try and kill the like the normal Spartans.
Griff
Griff ball, that's it. Griff
Yeah.
ball, that's what it's called. But it's like you had so many game modes with Halo. It was endless, pretty much. You could, if you got
Yeah.
bored of one game mode, all right, I'm gonna go play. Then you can go, like, say, play Griffball or like, whatever. Then you could go play just normal TDM if you wanted to,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It was just like, and as well, some of the kill and like Halo. I'm pretty sure with one of the first games had like a replay system where you could record your game.
Yeah.
I can't remember at that time another game that had that where you can record your game and you can go back, watch it, and like clip like good little bits.
Yeah. And another iconic thing with Halo, the announcer,
Yeah.
triple kill.
Yeah, that was really good. Like, 'cause it sort of like amped you up a bit more, doesn't it? So you think I'm doing really good. Then you go quadruple kill, quintacular, and it's just like,
Yeah, like so my favorite gamer was always Slayer, and I
Yeah.
just love the announcer just go Slayer.
Yeah, that was really good. It is again, Bungie is just one of those sort of legendary companies, but sadly they just haven't hit it in the modern age.
No.
Because like Destiny 2, Right. Destiny 1 was one of my favourite games of all time. I love Destiny 1. It was so good. All the DLCs were top notch. Maybe Son of Crota, but it was still better. Son of Crota was better than most DLCs in Destiny 2. Like Taken King, one of the best
Yeah,
DLCs ever made. Ever made. Fantastic DLC. But with Destiny 2, they sort of like lost it a bit with their
yeah,
DLCs, and that's what I think was sort of like, because that game is reliant on good DLCs. Because like the base game obviously gets boring after a while because you just rinse and repeat trying to get better gear, and then you need those DLCs to keep people engaged. And I think
yeah,
that's where Destiny 2 failed, is that the DLCs were a bit poo poo. That's what I lost my interest in anyway,
yeah.
in that game, because the DLCs again were just wasn't there. It wasn't like Destiny 1.
No. Yeah, because I can remember obviously when me, you, Kixed, and Noir started
Mm,
playing Destiny, and we got really into it, but then it just got boring really
yeah.
quick.
Yeah, but that's the, if it was Destiny 1, it wouldn't have been that way, because again, like
Yeah,
all the DLCs were so good, and like, even like the raids were really good. Again, like Taken King, I'd still say is one of the best DLCs ever made in gaming.
mm.
Again, that's my opinion. It was so good. Then it just dropped down,
Just lost it.
and that's what I think. But because then people say, "Oh, look, the game's been out for a while," but then you look at World of Warcraft, game's been out 20 plus years, and it's
Yeah,
produced DLC after DLC and DLC, and it's still one of the most played games there is.
yeah.
So, like, again, there's no excuse in that front.
Wonder how many people's actually playing World of Warcraft.
Probably, I'd say a couple million, maybe over a million or so playing World of Warcraft.
Is it on Steam?
No, it's
Ah,
on
right, okay.
Blizzard. It's on BattleNet.
Ah, right. Ah,
Mm,
fair. Yeah, I've never played WoW. Like I've recently got into Diablo,
mm,
and I've been playing a shit ton of Diablo 4, which is my first introduction into it. And I'm really enjoying it.
yeah.
Really, really enjoying it. Um, I've made my character quite strong at the moment, so I've done a refresh in game. But yeah, no, I'm really. It's just a nice change
Yeah.
from like the FPSs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like Sony slash Bungie, you need to sort your shit out. Like
But I think
losing
it
that
might be
much
too
money,
late. It might even be too late for Bungie now.
it might be.
Like, it's sad to
It might-
say that it might be too late for them to even come back. Because now they're going to release a game, they're going to have like the Ubisoft effect now. Where people see a Ubisoft game and they're like,
I
no,
ain't touching that.
no, thank you. No, you can
Yeah.
play it. Because again, Ubisoft done that to themselves because, like, again, they didn't let Assassin's Creed die
Hmm.
when they should have. Because it just got
Yeah.
worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Now, it's just like rinse and repeat of the same thing. Like, sometimes you should let series go. Let them go. Because again, Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, phenomenal. Assassin's Creed 2, best Assassin's Creed. And then from there, I'd say 3, it did drop off. Then from there, it just didn't really hit the same. It never
Yeah.
hit that level again, but they just kept going and going and going. And they
It's
tried
quite
to,
cash grab.
yeah, and they tried to change it with like Valhalla, where they made it more of an open world RPG sort of
Yeah.
thing. And again, it didn't really work out.
Yeah. Like I was so disappointed with Valhalla. So like with my mum's side being Swedish, I was
Mm,
like, oh, you know what? Yeah,
mm,
go to my roots. And there was only one thing I liked about that game, and it was a neat little detail because I wanted to see if it actually worked. So there's this bit where you get taught how to do the leap of faith, and when you jump into the hay bale, if you don't move, the person that's training you is going, Ivor, oh shit, I've killed him. I need to tell the village. I thought that was a really nice
mm.
touch. Everything else was shit.
Yeah, yeah. I never played. No funny story about this. This was a sign. Right, this was a sign. We got to look. It's changed name now. I can't remember the name. It don't look like second-hand game shop. You go in, you can
Oh, like
trade.
CX.
It's not CX. It's like a local one. I forget the name because it's changed ownership so many times over the years. Like nearly every
Cash
week.
converter? No.
No, it's got like
Okay.
it's got a new name nearly every week at this point.
Right.
I forget the name of it now. And went in there and I was just looking around and seeing the game. And I see Valhalla there for like a tenner. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get it pre-owned and all that. Go buys the game, comes back home. I goes to pull it in. Obviously, I think it's PlayStation 4 at the time.
Yeah.
Disc unreadable. I was like, alright. So I've done the old tricks that you used to and all
Yeah.
that. Kept coming up, disc
Yeah.
unreadable. So I think that was a sign for me not to play it.
Yeah, it just wasn't fun. And
Mm.
like, so the way you travel around that map as well is by boat. But mate, imagine going on a Viking warship down the River Thames.
Oh.
That's how you travel. And mate, and the worst thing is, like, they're not exactly like
Mm.
like majorly wide rivers. They're quite narrow, and they do sharp turns. So you're gonna hit something, and you're just like, oh, I gotta reverse. You're doing this for about 10 minutes. It's a
I'm,
pain in the ass.
I'm surprised you didn't hit no Tesco shopping trolleys on the way down.
No, that would be in Wales, mate.
Mm.
But yeah, Sony and Bungie, you need to
Yeah.
fucking reevaluate this
Well,
situation
again,
because it's not good.
as I say, I don't. There might not be a way for Bungie to sort of recover. They'll have to do something crazy to come back. Again, they're not the only company. There's been so many companies now just fallen.
Ubisoft being one, like
You,
that used to be such a beloved company.
yeah, look, Ubisoft used to be one of the biggest in the world. You know what I mean? Ubisoft was like one of the biggest at the point,
Mm,
but now it's just now people see a Ubisoft game, and it's like, even now they're remaking Black Flag,
yeah,
like remaking or remastering. I think the game's not even that old to be remade.
yeah.
So that's another thing as well. People remaking games for no reason. Like when did Black Flag come out? Like 10 years ago, or something like that. Maybe like
Uh,
2014-ish, 13-ish.
came out 13 years ago.
So 13 years ago, I don't think it's old enough for a remake, personally.
Yeah,
Like
like
that,
I actually enjoyed Black Flag. I thought it
a
wasn't
lot of
that
people
bad.
did. A lot of people did. I didn't personally, because again,
Yeah.
well, the main character was Welsh, wasn't he? And he was never actually an assassin either.
No,
He was,
no.
he had nothing to do with it. He wouldn't actually look, and he wasn't part of the actual like creed or whatever, the Assassin's
Yeah,
Guild or whatever they're called. He was just some Welsh pirate. He went, oh, I have a blade, mate. Go and do just like a normal night in Cardiff on a Saturday night, basically. So,
yeah.
but like,
Oh, fucking
it's
hell.
I don't think that again. They're just like clutching at Ubisoft's so desperate now. Like, yeah, we'll take that, remake it, like remaster it, and it's like, why?
Yeah, they run out of ideas
It's
now
like,
because they just
why?
need they need
Yeah.
the quick buck.
It's like when Naughty Dog done Last of Us. Like they remastered Last of Us, and I was thinking, you
Like two or
money
three times.
grabbing.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
bastards.
you money grabbing. Like, it didn't need to be remade. Just port it over. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah,
don't remake it. It doesn't need to. Games that
yeah,
need to be remade, if say Resident Evil 1 that was made 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Where you
yeah,
can literally see the pixels like it being that big. I
yeah.
mean, those sort
Polygon.
of
Yeah,
games. And like PlayStation 2 games. You could argue
yeah,
maybe some of the earlier PS3 games
yeah.
can be remade, but like if they come out in the PS4, me personally, I don't think that it warrants a remake.
No, no. Maybe
Personally.
like a little remaster, like a graphical upgrade,
Yeah,
but only for like a tenner.
yeah, like just bump the graphics up or something like that, and but
Yeah.
like, but even PS4 games wouldn't like some
Oh,
of them look
PS4 games are nice.
yeah some of them look really good, and if they port them to PC, then you can just like bump the graphics up because obviously PCs can handle better graphics than most consoles, depending on what obviously hardware you got and that fun
Yeah,
stuff. But I just don't agree with like games being out for 10 years. Oh look, we're gonna remaster it. And
yeah,
like, why? You not
yeah.
can you not can you not come up with a new game? Can you not do it?
Evidently.
No. Are you running out of
Um,
Assassin's Creed IDs? You know what I mean?
that's because they got the spin-offs as well because they did like Russia,
They've done
India, Persia,
like China and
China,
all this. And like, what's next? Assassin's Creed. I don't know. Wall
Chernobyl.
Street or something like that. For Wall Street, Assassin's Creed or something. You know, just like come
Oh,
on,
jeez.
just have some balls. And if your company's
Just
gonna go down, go out fighting. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't know how much longer Ubisoft can hold on for because again they haven't made a good game in uh about 13, 14 years. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, because the most popular game at the moment is still Rainbow Six Siege. But
And
yeah,
even
that's
that's
that's dying.
like
I'm surprised it's gone on as long as it has.
it's like I wouldn't say it's again. It's not. It's probably hanging in there. Again, I used to love playing Rainbow Six Siege. I used to play that 10 to 12 hours a day at one point.
Yeah.
I love playing that game. But that game alone can't hold up an entire company, I don't think.
No. Well, there's currently just shy of 63,000 players online, so
That's not
it's doing
bad.
all right.
Mm.
But I played it. I think the peak for me was, geez, probably like 2021, 2022.
Mm.
And I used to play it day in, day out.
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, but hey ho. Right, but yeah, Sony, Bungie, I
Saw
can't
the
comprehend.
Saw the eight.
That's a lot of money. You know what? With that money, you could have sponsored us. You could have upgraded our software and our
No,
hardware. And I'm not trying to do euphemism
no.
on you. I'm not trying to flirt with you, but I'm just saying, you know,
We could easily get your return like £2.50 back.
yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'll sell some feet pics. Um,
Oi.
right, the next one. So this is actually quite a serious one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
With the other one we just spoke about, that was serious, but this one is really, really serious.
Yeah.
So, man arrested for threatening to blow up Nintendo HQ in Japan. Why?
You know what? I read this because I was looking through it this morning. And I read it and I'm thinking that's exactly what I said. Why? like, why Nintendo of all the like again? Like, it shouldn't blow out any building or anything like that.
No.
But like, why? Because they don't even
Yeah.
know. They don't know why he wanted to do it. Because he sent them a
Yeah,
thing.
motive.
He sent the Nintendo saying I've planted bombs all around the building. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
sure.
gonna blow you all up.
Yeah, and like obviously Nintendo obviously had to take it seriously and they had to stop business obviously because no one could land in the building until it was all searched and cleared. So that's what he got arrested for. Was I forget the term, but he got arrested for that and obviously threatening to blow up the HQ. And when I read it, I thought,
Why?
don't get me wrong, I know like Switch games are not cheap. I think like 80 quid, something like that, 70,
That's
80 quid.
ridiculous.
But like, just don't buy them. You don't need to go and blow up Nintendo HQ, do you?
No, this was extremely recent. This was only
Couple
2 days ago.
Yeah, a couple days ago, yeah.
Yeah, they received letters back in March. So in March, Nintendo reportedly received letters about bombs being planted at its headquarters in Kyoto, Japan, with one message stating, "I'm going to blow you all up." The man charged with committing these crimes have now been arrested. Kyoto police reportedly apprehended a 27-year-old man. Now, he's only 1 year younger than me, and that's still really young. Now, what goes through your head? Like, imagine you're playing Super Mario Galaxy and you're just going, you know what, this level fucking sucks. I know what I'm gonna do.
That's the thing, is like you just don't know with people, do you?
No,
Like
and
you
it
just.
just shows how unhinged people
Well,
can
did
be.
you see? This is like a different thing, but I think it's a couple of weeks ago. It happened over here, where this guy obviously ordered like a pizza or something like that, and he was in a kebab house or something in his kebab, and he asked for like I think it was like garlic and herb or something sauce. He goes back and goes to his house. They gave him mayonnaise. Do you know what he done? He went back to the shop with a real gun and threatened the guy with a real gun. Just over sauce.
I would do the same if he was Domino's because that shit's
But
expensive.
you could, because you see the video and he grabbed the guy and he had the gun and all that. Obviously, he didn't shoot him or anything like that,
Yeah.
but it was all over the wrong sauce.
It just shows how unhinged people are,
Well, like
especially in
me,
today's
like
day
it's
and age.
hable to me. Like when I say I want garlic and herb, they give me mayonnaise or something. I just go, oh well, and starts eating.
Yeah, I would be like, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, anyway.
And to be fair, garlic and herb sauce, right? It's just mayonnaise with garlic and herbs in it. Garlic and
Yeah.
parsley, I think. So if you've got it in your cupboard, you could just do it yourself. You know what I mean? But again, that's a
Yeah.
totally different thing. But you just don't know with people. Like again, you just don't know the lengths that someone will go to.
Yeah. It's It's nuts. I do wonder what was his motive. Yeah, what was his motive to even think, you know what, I'm going to do this?
Maybe because some people like crave attention, right? And they do
Mm,
anything for a literal anything for any sort of attention. Maybe he was craving that attention, so that's what he done.
yeah.
And maybe he had no intentions of actually, obviously blowing up Nintendo, but he just wanted eyes on him. You know what I mean? Some attention, because a lot of people do a lot of crimes and that just because they want attention, pretty much.
Well, it's like that streamer that's currently in prison in Japan, I believe, or China. I think his name is Johnny Somali, and he was going around Japan, and this was very recently as well.
Mm.
So we might, we could cover this. But he was just being a pure public nuisance. He was getting drunk in the local convenience stores and just littering and swearing and defacing like statues and stuff. And he said he was untouchable, and the idiot was live streaming everything, like literally everything on Twitch and Kick. And yeah, and then his lawyer was so they went to court, and his lawyer obviously saw all the evidence,
Mm.
and his lawyer just went, "Yeah, no, fuck this, I'm out," and he just walked.
You just done yourself, didn't you? You recorded everything with your own self, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, like obviously glad that this person didn't actually blow up Nintendo. You know what I mean? Because
Mm.
again, you just don't know the motive. Like, what could even be the motive?
I couldn't think of anything to like for me. I couldn't think of a good enough reason to blow something up.
Like there is no good reason to just like,
Oh,
especially like a game company, right? What they do, they make
a
games.
beloved game
A
company as
beloved,
well.
probably one of the most popular game companies ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just don't. When I read it, I was like, again, if you don't like the process of the games, just don't buy the games. Don't put the price down.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like these companies, the people forget how much power we actually have with these companies, right? If say half of us, so say 1 million people are gonna go buy a game for Nintendo, right? And say like 500,000 people say no, that's a lot of money they're gonna lose,
Hmm.
and they want every penny. So the whole thing is, if you disagree with it, just don't buy the games.
Yeah.
And soon they'll go, all right. Because again, if I think it's like 80 or 70 quid for a Switch game, which to me is
Oh, that's ridiculous.
that's like ridiculous. Like,
Imagine paying that for a PSP game.
that's the whole point of them, was like they're supposed to be like the cheaper option. You know what I mean? Because especially like if you're traveling as well, like and go and place it, it's just nice to have a PSP. Like sometimes I used to work away and I have my PSP or whatever.
Yeah, watch films.
And like what's film, and it's just there, and it was nice and cheap. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
And like, don't mean the game qualities weren't the best, and weren't up to like obviously main console thing, but you expected that as well.
Yeah.
But and again, I wouldn't want to go pay 70 quid for a Switch game,
God no, no.
especially if it's like a Pokemon game, because again, like, I mean, they're pretty much all the same, really. Again, I ain't played a
Yeah.
Pokemon game in 20 odd years when it was on the Game Boy, so
I'm gonna piss off a lot of people with this. My first ever Pokemon game that I have played is Pokemon Go on my phone. I have never played another Pokemon game because it didn't really like intrigue me at all. So
and that'll do it for today. I used to play like
yeah.
obviously Pokemon like Ruby, Fire, like Green, like, I think the Crystal one. I used to play all them when I was little, and you Game Boy Advances and stuff like that. But since then, I've not really played one. Like my good mate, he's obsessed. He plays Pokemon Go every day. Like no joke.
Yeah.
Since the day it's come out, he was on a cruise, right, on holiday in the middle of the ocean. And he was trying to get a signal to play Pokemon Go. And like, you're in the middle of the ocean. Like, you're on holiday. Put the phone down for 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine him being an astronaut? He's landed on Mars. He's going,
Yeah, he would.
oh wait, there's a Charizard over
Yeah,
there.
no, he would. That's the thing. You pop his phone down and play Pokemon Go. But he plays it like every single day. and he still ain't
Yeah,
caught
no,
them all. Because he said, like you said, as
no,
soon as he gets like somewhere near, they release a whole bunch, and he's just like back to square one.
yeah, yeah, no. I think I played it for like a week. Well, yeah, that was it. But yeah, Pokemon's never really intrigued me. Like my son is obsessed with it
Mm.
at the moment. But yeah, I really couldn't care.
Yeah,
But
I was
you
more of a
know,
Yu-Gi-Oh person myself. But
same.
yeah, I was more of a
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh because people could actually play the card game. Like when you was little and everyone had the Pokemon card game, no one knew how to play it and just throwing things basically, and
yeah,
no one knew who won. So
yeah. Um, but yeah, it's such a unique and very
yeah,
strange
we're not
story.
because obviously we come up with the idea of this, and I said I googled this morning gaming news, and I did not expect that to come up in the slightest, and I was just like, whoa, like
Yeah,
come on. But I think personally, I think you just again, yeah, I think he just wanted the attention
yeah,
of doing
most
it
likely.
because
Yeah,
most of the time, if you're gonna do it, you ain't gonna tell them that you are gonna do it. You're just gonna do it, ain't you?
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? You don't go into Tesco's and go up to the security guard and go, "I'm gonna go shoplift."
yeah. You just do it.
Yeah, you just go and do it. You know what I mean? No, you just don't go
Yeah.
pronounce it. I'm gonna go shoplift now. Don't you move. I'm gonna go shoplift. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
glad he didn't actually do it because
yeah,
obviously that'd been terrible. But I personally think he just wanted the attention. Now he's got his attention. Now he's going to be obviously been arrested for it. So,
yeah, and good.
mm,
Oh, right. And then on to the final one. This is a really sad one, especially for both me and Mel. So Dead Space 4 is most likely, well, positively not going to happen. So according to the PC Gamer outlet, the numbers are just aren't there. Dead Space producer says, and that's why we'll probably never see Dead Space 4. Now, I didn't play Dead Space 1 until the remake, because you introduced me to the original Dead Space, but my first introduction was Dead Space 2. I loved that
yeah,
game purely for the fact that it had replayability, because if you complete it on easy, normal, hard, and then whatever the hardest one was, you get different armor and different skins, and it just looked badass. Isaac Clarke, such a cool bloody protagonist. The necromorphs, I think that's what they're called.
yeah,
Such a cool design, the whole lore behind it, the story. Dead Space 3 we can forget about that game. Yeah, I never liked Dead Space 3. But yeah, Dead Space 1 and 2, they were just magnifique.
yeah. Like I said, I reckon Dead Space 1 was probably easily in the top 5 greatest horror games ever made.
Hmm?
Like, by far. It like, again, hit the atmosphere on point. All the jump scares on point. It didn't really overdo it in jump scares. A lot of horror games just throw jump scares that like left, right, and centre. That's not how
Yeah,
you do it. You build the atmosphere, then you throw the odd jump scare in there, and even like the creatures themselves just unnerve people because it wouldn't like you shoot them in the head, you kill them. It's like no, you got to take their limbs off.
yeah,
If you don't, they ain't gonna die. So you got to dismember them literally by taking their arms and legs off to kill them. Because
yeah,
okay, the natural thing is to aim for the head, right? No, if you take their head off, they still come at you. So you got to literally take all the body parts off, so they don't actually come at you.
yeah,
It is again, it is an absolute shame because I loved Dead Space 1, 2. I didn't mind 3. I know a lot of people didn't like it. It was a good co-op game. Me and one of my good mates played through it years ago on the PS3. We played for it, and I enjoyed it. I wouldn't play it solo because
well, that was the thing. I played it solo because I didn't have any friends.
yeah, it's a bit like Resi 6 sort of stuff. You just don't play it solo.
Yeah.
But it is a shame because, if I remember correctly, Resi, Dead Space 3 ends with something happening to Isaac and he's left floating in space. And you think, oh, he's dead. But as the credits roll and at the end, you hear him talk.
Yeah.
So he's still alive. And I've always wanted the fourth one to see what happened.
Yeah.
And it looks like now, because obviously they've done the remake, again, that was the tester. and obviously it probably didn't do as well as like EA wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
It probably did do well, but EA are greedy,
Oh, they are greedy bastards.
greedy, and they probably wanted like double what it wanted to give the green light for Dead Space 4.
Yeah.
So that's probably why that is not going ahead, because EA being greedy. Hopefully, one day, someone else will take over the IP of it, and then we can have a Dead Space 4. But I
Yeah.
think as long as it's within EA's hands, again, it's probably never going to happen, like, ever.
No. No. I'm not. That's the thing. It's just such a shame because, like, one of my favorite features with Dead Space is like the dismemberment.
Mm.
And like, let's say if you got two or three necromorphs after you, you could shoot off one of the arms or legs off one, then use the telekinesis and
Yeah,
launch the arms or legs at another necromorph and pin them to the
yeah.
wall. It was such a unique feature,
Mm.
and the horror element. It was just so good. Just so good, and it is a shame. It really is a shame that Dead Space 4 is not going to
Yeah,
happen.
like you said, like even the weapons, like the plasma cutter, the base weapon you first get, everyone loves it. Everyone loves the plasma
Yeah,
cutter. Most people just use it in a plasma cutter only runs and stuff. But even like when you got the Ripper and things like that, all the weapons are really fun to use. Like really
yeah,
fun to use. I know that the game is clunky in a sense. Like Desmond don't really like. I call him Desmond. Or is it? Doesn't like
Isaac Clarke. Yeah,
doesn't like flip out the way and all this. But you got to remember, one, he's an engineer, so
yeah,
he's not going to do like barrel rolls and stuff like that. And plus, he's in like a big clunky suit. He's an engineer
yeah,
in space, so it will
yeah,
be like clunky. 'Cause it sort of makes sense. You ain't going to do a backflip like Leon S. Kennedy. You know what I mean? You ain't going to be
yeah,
doing that. Again, but that lack of movement sort of made it that bit more scary because you sort of knew you couldn't dive out of the way, but you had to
yeah,
fight what is in front of you.
yeah,
'Cause again, you can't do Leon S. Kennedy stuff and like backflip, have a cigarette in your mouth, shotgun,
yeah,
all that
yeah.
fun stuff.
There's no parrying.
No
There's no
parrying, no.
dodging. You just have to run. You can either run and try and avoid to get hit, or you just have to fight head on.
Or third option, you just don't move from the corner.
Yeah, and just piss your pants.
But
Yeah,
again, when they did remake Dead Space 1, fantastic remake. Again, they stayed true to the original, but done little extra things. They actually gave Isaac Clarke a face. In the original, you didn't see his face, and he didn't talk.
no,
Not once did Isaac talk in the original. Straight off the bat, you see his face, and he talks, so it adds a lot more to the character. Where in the original, there's nothing. You don't say one single word.
yeah,
And in the original, there's no side quests, no side missions. In the remake, they go, here, there's some side quests. If you want to do them, go ahead, you get some extra stuff. If not, carry on with the game as normal. Like, it wasn't
yeah,
imperative to do them. It's just there if you wanted to do them.
yeah.
Again, brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. And I've played through it multiple times now. And it is sad because... But again, it might be a good thing because they might Dead Space 3 it.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
a running
Yeah.
theme here. Resident Evil 3 remake, Dead Space 3. You know, it's a running
Yeah.
theme. Well,
Devil May Cry 3.
Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah, I. It is a big shame because, like, even with the Dead Space games, the amount of hidden details, like one you you told me about when I was streaming the remake. If you have a look at the missions, so like the chapters that
Oh, yeah,
you've
yeah.
completed, it spells a certain thing
Yeah,
and it confirms basically what's going on. And
yeah,
you're like, I
yeah.
did not know that.
No, yeah, because if you, for anyone that don't know, I think there's, how many chapters is there?
Is it 12?
16, maybe?
All right, okay.
16, something like that. But if you take the first letter of every chapter, and obviously if you write it out, it spells basically the spoiler of the game.
Yeah,
So you don't find out until the very end anyway. But some people don't notice. Like, you ain't
yeah.
going to notice that, are you?
No,
Because you can see the mission list and think, hang on, it's just normal with him. But if you do it does spell out. Obviously, I won't going to say the things, the spoilers, in case people ain't played it.
yeah.
But again, just that little detail as well. It's like, I ain't seen another game do that.
No, and that's the thing with Dead Space. It's a mind. How can I say this? I'm just gonna say it. It's a mind fuckery type of game,
Yeah,
especially for Isaac.
yeah.
And when you see those types of things, you're thinking, "Oh shit,
Mm.
it was there all along," sort of thing.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing as well. Because the pillar, or the pillars, or the markers, what they call them, they're not just obviously producing these enemies. They're actually, like I said, fucking with Isaac's head
Yeah,
at the same time. So you like again, you think, oh, again, that's gonna be. I can't say that'd be a spoiler, but yeah, the whole game is just like 10 out of 10. Probably one of the best, if not, it could even be the best horror game ever made.
yeah.
Like I know Resident Evil could be out there, but I don't. It might just be me, but I don't really class. It is a horror game for me. I don't really class it as a horror on the sense of Dead Space.
No, I find it more horror survival. That's the thing though. Dead Space is horror
Yeah,
survival
like
as well.
it's just that Dead Space is way more scary. Like, I don't get scared at games. Even I could play Dead Space. I'm
Yeah,
fine. But like I feel like people will be way more scared playing Dead Space than say Resident
than
Evil.
Resident. No, I agree with that
Because
completely.
it's just like again the atmosphere they hit it top notch. It's just so
It's
good.
more morbid.
Yeah, it's way more morbid. Like Dead Space ain't for the faint-hearted at all.
No,
Because there's some
like
certain scenes that are actually quite brutal in the game.
yeah, like you fight kids.
Yeah, yeah,
You. I still remember in Dead Space 2 where you see like the first survivor and she's
mm,
in like this nursery and you could tell she's gone all loopy and there's like this baby tick thing
yeah,
and she picks it up and everything's all lovey-dovey and then suddenly the thing blows up and it
yeah.
scatters her everywhere.
Well, yeah,
Like that's morbid.
yeah. It's way more graphical than Resident Evil is. Like, way
Yeah,
more graphical. Again, it ain't for the faint-hearted, but again, for a horror game like that, it has to be graphical because again, it's a horror game, ain't like Rainbow and Sunshine. You know what I mean? So it
yeah,
has to be that graphical. That's why it's like an 18 plus because
yeah.
I mean, young people shouldn't play Dead
No,
Space. You know what I mean? Well, young people could probably play Resident Evil because it's nowhere near on the level of Dead Space in
yeah.
that sense. But yeah, it's a shame. I've been waiting when Dead Space 3 come out, 2008, 9. I want to say.
Yeah, I think you're right on that
I want to say
one.
2008.
Uh, you just want to tell me, of course. Release date. So this came out 2013.
2013.
Oh, I thought that was a little bit. Oh, that's a little bit later than I thought.
Yeah, I thought I was still in school when it come out. Maybe I wasn't. No, I wasn't in 2013. I wasn't in school in 2013. I left in 2010. Hmm. I thought it came out a
Yeah,
lot.
I left school in 2013, 2014.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2010 when I left school. So
I
26 years. No, 16 years ago. I left school.
was like
Yeah,
26
I'm
years
about
old. Are
27. I'm
you?
not that old. I'm not that old. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, jeez.
But I've been
But yeah,
waiting that long
for
for
a conclusion.
anything for Dead Space 4. Now it's just like, yeah, probably ain't gonna happen. So
Yeah,
if I ever become a
it
billionaire, I'll buy the IP and I'll make it myself.
yeah. Can I be the voice actor?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you. Of one of the necromorphs.
Yeah, we'll do it in the
Blah,
Welsh.
blah, blah.
No, we make sure it's Isaac Clarke, but in the Welsh version.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Like, how Welsh though? Do you want a Valley Welsh? Like, oh, you're right, but you don't look so good.
As Welsh as possible.
Oh, oh, but yeah. I think that was quite an interesting little take that we've done. With the gaming news, I
Yeah,
actually enjoyed it.
yeah. Yeah, it went
Yeah. So
from
not bad going.
obviously Capcom Marathon and someone wanting to blow up Nintendo for unknown reasons again. By anyone want
Yeah.
to do that, but again, you don't know what people like and what's going through their heads, or even they have like mental issues as
Mental
well.
health. Yeah.
Yeah, mental health
Yeah.
issues and stuff like that. So again, they don't even know that guy's motive behind it. So You just don't know. But I'm just
No,
glad he didn't actually blow it up.
yeah,
So
I still think it's to do with Super Mario Galaxy,
it
but
could be. It could be. Like, maybe he was playing Smash Bros or something and he got his ass kicked.
yeah, yeah. Oh, geez. But yeah, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please consider dropping us a like. Let us know in the comments and subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot, and it just shows that with our hard work and dedication, it's sort of reflecting back on us. But yeah, until then, take care, look after yourself, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Toodles.
Doodles.